like I said before, a lot of times my brain just gives me ideas, topics, things to talk about. And this particular topic is, I think, what I'll call it is, why do black men go against their best interests? I'll probably find a way to shorten out the title, but for right now, that's kind of what the topic that I would like to kind of discuss over the next several minutes, and hopefully, I can keep this short, brief, and concise. What I found, especially um, online, is that, and I don't know if it translates into real life, but what I found is that a lot of black men are willing to deal with certain women that I guess fulfills their lust or their um, desire. Like, I don't know what the proper word would be, but or their fantasy. And I say that because I watched the video that Tommy Sotomayor did about Amon Shumpert and what's his name? Tiana, whatever her name, Tiana Taylor, or is that her name? I don't know. It's on the web. I can't remember the chick's name, but he pointed out some things about her that is very prototypical of your average black female, having the deeper voice, the more masculine movements, um, the lack of femininity, and that it seemed like Amon Shumpert had more remorse about the inappropriate conversation that was going on, I guess, between them and the Breakfast Club about the threesome that they had. Um, and it's almost like you stop and you think, why would you marry a woman like that? Now, again, every man has their own taste, so I'm not here to criticize you if you got a girl or you got a wife that is like that, Amon Shumpert's wife. I'm not here to be like, oh, you want some other stuff. Like, no, I'm not critiquing you or criticizing you for your choices. My question is, why is it that, and then even Tommy Sotomayor brought it up. He said, why is it that when black athletes have black wives, they're usually hood? And then he brought up the whole concept of what Eve did and how she went from being that hood chick from around the way to now she's this proper, you know, soft spoken woman now. Now that she has a white man. And there's really no easy way to like ask this question, or at least pose the possibility of maybe this being an option. Is, at what point will black men just say, you know what? If you can't treat us like you treat them when you get with them, then we don't need to be together. At what point will black men stand up and just be like, no, I'm the way you act when you're dealing with me, you don't act that way when you get a white dude. Now, I went to the gym the other night, and I was driving up this hill called Hoosick Street. I'm on my way to the gym, and I seen this. It was near sunset, so I didn't really see how any of them looked, but I seen this really out of shape white dude with this skinny black chick, and they were just holding hands, and then that's fine. I'm not, again, I've said before, I'm not against or for interracial relationships. I don't care. I don't penis watch. I don't pussy watch. I don't care. But the one thing I will say that is true, and that I've heard other black dudes say, and I've heard Tommy Sotomayor say numerous times. Why is it that when they get with white dudes, they never have to look good or fine or be in shape? They could look any old way, look like a hot mess, be nerdy, and they still get shown off like they're a prize. Now, everyone keeps saying that, well, black men do the same thing too. I've not seen that. I've not seen black dudes just walk around looking at everybody to make sure everybody can see them with their white chick. They just interact with them just like any other female. Like, I don't, it's always that excuse of, well, someone else do it too. Well, we're not talking about someone else doing it too. We're talking about you doing it. Because you go from one end of the spectrum to the other. And that doesn't make any sense. Am I saying that there are no black men that do it? No, I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is, it's a vast majority of black females who all of a sudden become very feminine when they get themselves a non-black dude. I've seen it in my own family. They mess with black dudes and they like this. They get a Hispanic dude, they get a white dude, they get whoever, Asian dude, and they're like, oh, oh. I've seen it. So it's not like I'm making this up. I've seen it. And I've seen hood niggas with white chicks act just as hood with those white chicks. I used to bowl with a dude, dreads down past his ass. Hooded in a motherfucker. Got a white chick. Act the same fucking way. Another dude, big dude, got himself a white chick. Married to a white chick. Act the same, like, he be up there saying, nigga this, nigga, like, he ain't changing who he's not saying, oh, well, you know, Negro. He's not doing that. Okay? I've seen it. It doesn't happen the other way. It doesn't. I'm not saying it doesn't happen at all, but it definitely doesn't happen as often as you see a black female with a white dude. They become fucking feminine when they get themselves a non-black dude. And that black men, that should tell you something. They don't respect you. They never respect you. You are just a dick to them. And maybe if you got something going for yourself, you are a means to an end. That's it. Majority of the black females see you that way. I'm not saying all, but majority of them see you as just a means. Either a means to get them some money or what they want, or a means to get them off some type of orgasm or whatever. That's it. That's all they see us as. It's human dildos and sperm donors. They don't see us as men. And that's what kills me when they want to talk about how much they like I did the one video and about the woman who said the number 2 cause of death for black women are black men. I think it's the reverse of that. The number 2 cause of black men is black women. You don't gotta like what the fuck I say, but the proof is in the pudding. Motherfuckers be killing their kids all the time. Motherfuckers be walk up and kill a motherfucker because he moved on, got another chick. You seen the stories. You see how they be putting niggas on child support like it's nothing, but then want to talk about the racist white supremacy system, but they have no problem using that system against other black men. But nobody points out this hypocrisy, but me and a handful of other dudes on YouTube. I don't get it. How can you say you're down for the brothers, but then you have no problem using a system that holds down the brothers? It's that whole, even though you was a black crack fiend mama, you still a black queen mama. That's stupid shit. And we excuse that. And we as black men excuse that shit. When I talked about that on my page, black females came out and was like, well, you don't understand the context of what he was saying. Okay, you was a crack fiend, but you still was a black queen. Those two things don't coexist. You can't say you was rich and you was broke. Those two can't exist at the same time. You, at one point, you was a crack fiend, and at one point, I guess you were a black queen. But you cannot be a black queen and be a crack fiend at the same fucking time. You cannot be rich and be broke at the same fucking time. Like, if this can happen, then please, I am willing to sit at your feet and you can enlighten me on how this is possible. But at the end of the day, black men need to stop going against their best interests. And their best interest is, don't mess with a female that doesn't value you. If she can't see the value in you, and you can tell by the way she treats you, And I had dated a few females, black females, who, you know, they would act that way towards me, meaning they would be like, bro, like did that shit, and that was a thing like near the end of the early 2000s, like '07, '08, somewhere in there. Like that became a thing where black chicks was doing that, like at a high clip. And I never understood that, and I was like, that shit is not attractive at all. Like I cut off plenty of females, especially when they started doing that shit when I was talking to them. Like, nah, I'm not your fucking bro. Cause one, I'm not trying to have sex with my bro. Like, and then bitches was talking about sucking a dick. I'm like, whoa, you got a dick? Nah, I'm good, man. I don't go that way. So it's funny. It's just funny how they switch up their whole shit when it comes to getting a non-black dude. But when they with a black dude, they, yo, son, come on, man. Come on, black man. We got to do better, man. We really do. And we got to start having a fucking standard. And we got to stop simping. We got to stop having all these motherfuckers. Motherfuckers want to call me coons? Please. I'm trying to get black men to stand the fuck up and have a fucking spine and stop conceding to these disgusting man whores, because that's all they are. They're the fucking dudes with a vagina. And they act like they're fucking tougher than you. Why would you want to be with someone like that? I'm sorry. Most black women have fucking mental issues. They just do. Vast majority are mental. They're mental cases. They need psychiatric evaluation. But because she got a fat ass, because she got some big tits, y'all niggas is just hypnotized by that shit. That's why y'all end up on child support all the fucking time. Because you just hypnotized by a fat ass and titties. Bitch look like fucking Rajon Rondo, but you still getting this bitch pregnant? Black men gotta do better, man.